Hello friends, welcome back to Susie's Unique Designs. Today we are going to be making this cute Merry Christmas sign that's gingerbread inspired. It's so adorable. And we have lots of goodies to add, and we're going to make this on a swag. Today I'm using a different view a little bit, so we'll see how this goes. I'm just putting my sign back in my protective cover while we prepare our base. We have some cute ribbon that we're going to use, of course. The ribbon is important. So first of all, we are going to fluff out our base. And then we'll add our mesh to begin with. So this base is, let's see, I think it's so hard to read sometimes with these tags, but they say that you're supposed to go, I want to say it's about a 24 inch base, okay? And you could use 22, or you could even cut this in half if you wanted to and just do a smaller swag. So I will put the information in the description of where I get all of my supplies. So let's see here. I think you guys can see this pretty good. So let's see here. First we're just gonna, I'm just trying to find the spine, as they call it. So the spine is right here. So I'm going to put that back here, and then we're just going to kind of fluff this out a little bit, see where we're at with everything. Usually on the top. Okay, so yep. So on the top, usually how you can tell the top is it's wider up here, and then it gets smaller to the bottom. So that's how we can tell. But normally they'll have like a little loop or something. So we're going to make this our loop right here. I'm just twisting it on itself. There we go. And then we're just going to fluff these all out. It's important to do this because they come flat, stored in a box, you know, so we need to see what we're working with here. And I'm just going around and just pulling them all up here. Okay. Just want to make sure. There we go. Got all these different ones here. Got a nice swag here. So, okay. And you don't want to cut these off. They're longer, but we don't want to cut them off yet because we're going to add some goodies to this. So what we can do though is, so we remember that this is our top, because sometimes when you get going, you get turned upside down, is just to take a pipe cleaner of a different color and just twist it on there like that. So then we'll know that's our top. Okay, so what I'm going to do first, okay, is I'm going to add a little bit of, this is the neutral base, and so I'm going to add a little bit of the burlap color. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop it to the floor, and I'm going to just cut a clean edge with my rotary cutter here. I always like to start with a clean edge. And I think you guys can see this okay. And just there we go. Set that aside. And then you're just going to take your Deco mesh here, and you're going to fold it down about 4 or 5 inches. Just like this. And then you're going to fold it in on one side, fold it in on the other side, just like this. And then we're just going to gather it in like this. And then we just leave a little bit on the top, but see, then we have it folded underneath because Deco mesh likes to fray. And then it doesn't matter where you're going to start, except for I like to start on the outside, go down one side, and then go down the other side. So we're just going to add this right in here, and we're going to use our some people call them pine tines or tinsel ties or whatever you'd like to call it. So just once around. I mean, it needs to be tight, but once around. And then your edges are going to go under because of the way, excuse me, that we folded it. So we're just going to make some bubbles going down. Probably, let's see, let's go about 10 inches. And then you just go down a little ways, and we're just going to use the tinsel ties and just add it right in here. We're just going to twist once like that. Okay? And we'll just try to make sure we keep our edges folded under like this. And I'm going to go to the 10, and then it doesn't have to be perfect. We're just going to do approximate. So we'll go around the 10 to the 20 because you just want to have around the same size poofs. Okay? And this is pretty easy. You just take your time. Crafting is supposed to be relaxing and fun. So I did, you know, I have one here that I skipped, and that's fine. We're just gonna, it's just kind of to give us a base to work with, to stick all of our goodies in there, you know, and have our ribbons, and it's gonna look very, very nice, I think. I'm excited about this. Okay, so then we're gonna go to the 10 again, over to the 20, and add it into the next one down here. And you do want to twist it so that your poofs are and your mesh is like tight to the frame. You do want to do that. So okay. Back to the 10, over to the 20. This will just help make our base fluffy. I think you guys can see this okay. And you don't have to measure it. You can just kind of look as you go if you want. You just don't want one side to be, you know, one poof to be really huge compared to the other or something like that. So that's all. You're just trying to find a balance. I think you probably heard my dog barking. He always comes over to my window. Okay. Now we got this side done. And so we still have a little bit left down here, but I think what we'll do is, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess we'll add one more down here. Okay. So we'll have 6 on this side. And maybe I'll make it just a tiny bit smaller because we're going down towards the bottom of the swag. So let's go like this. There we go. And then we'll just cut it off here with our scissors. And I think I'm going to leave just a couple inches. We might zip tie that down on the bottom. Okay, so now we have this so far. Okay. And now I'm just going to turn it around. And I'm going to just do the other side. Let's see how much we have left. I used a partial roll, but, well, we'll see. We might have enough. Let me look real quick here. Yeah, we might have enough to do the other side. Okay. So I'm going to start with a clean edge again. Okay, and we're just going to fold it down again. Just about 4 or 5 inches. Roll it in a little bit. Roll this side in a little bit, and then just gather it up. Just like that. Okay, so we'll start right here. Now we have this other part up here, so let's just, oops, let's see here. We'll just start right here. We don't have to put it in the same spot. Okay, let's see. I'm almost to the end, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, so now I guess I'll go from the 20, just the way that I am positioned here, the 20 down to the 10. Okay, like this, and then go up here, and then we'll go right here. There we go. Okay, so I didn't have another one of the 21-inch rolls, so I'm going to use the 10.5 inch, and that's fine. You won't see all of this mesh when we get done anyway. And even if you had some that was like tan and white or whatever, it still wouldn't matter. So one more small poof down here. Okay, so now we have our base, and I'm just going to cut this off just like I did before. Let's cut it off around this much. Okay. Let me just twist it here. Well, actually, I think what I'm going to do is just cut it off shorter. There we go. So next, we are going to add some of this beautiful red and burlap. Just going to set this off to the side for a minute. Sometimes when you're making a swag, it gets to be kind of large and takes up a lot of room sometimes. So okay, so I'm just gonna start with the clean edge here again. This is my red and burlap mesh, and I think what we're gonna do for this is we're just gonna cut them at about, I think we'll do about 15 inches. And I just want a few, oh, we'll do 8. So I'm gonna go approximately around 15. Get a clip here. You can use a big one or a little one, like you can get these at the Dollar Tree. So I'm just gonna roll it once, twice, I should say. Flip it around, roll it like twice just to get your edges, and then just pinch it and ruffle it right up the center. So it's just a little small little curl. And then we're going to add it right into where you start. I'll just start up here. We're just gonna add one here. And I'm not gonna open my twist ties because they're long. I'm just gonna add it in there just like this. Let's see, we have 8. We can cut more. Or you can hold this up to yourself like this and just roll it in a couple times if you want to do that as well. And then just bring it in like this. It doesn't have to be perfect at all. So I think we'll add one here. Sometimes with the littler ones, and especially when you're doing the swag, they're more forgiving and you don't have to have it perfect. They're fun to work with. Okay, and I'll put one, let's see, we'll go right here. Just twisting. This will be really pretty. Let's see. I have some more down here. We just kind of, we don't want to miss these. We want to use these too, so just make sure we get these added in there. Okay, so that's our spine, so we'll get it added. Okay, then we go here, add another one. We can just roll it in a couple times like this. Maybe I'll add one down here. There we go. Might have to probably cut a few more of these. Okay. This is fine. This is okay. Okay, we'll go here. Just prepping your base. Okay, let's do the other side now. I'm going to show you again just how you do this. I lost, oh, there's my big clip. You can just take a little clip, but you can just roll it once like this, twice, just so you're getting the edges in a little bit. So it helps it so it doesn't fray so much. And then you just go, whoops. Just roll it in like this, and then just pinch it in the middle and just ruffle it right up. And then we'll add it in. I'm adding it with the curls facing down. That's just what I do. But you can do it with the curls facing up if you want. There we go. And if you see this right here, you can just gently trim it off and it's no big deal. I think I'm gonna do just one more on the bottom. Yeah, I think I want one more there. You can do however you would like to do, as full as you want, or I'm just going to do one more here. With some of the other frames, we know exactly like what we're going to do and how many we're going to add and stuff. But with us, like an evergreen swag, like I think that's what you'd call it, even though it's tan. I'm just twisting this right on the bottom. There we go. Do we need one right here? Well, yeah, we probably need one there. With the swags, you just kind of guess, because it depends on, you know, how you're designing, what you feel like with your design and stuff. So let's see here. Let's put this one in here. There, I think that's good. See, we have a few extras there. Let's see. Okay, it goes like this. I think you guys can see this pretty good. And our top, you probably can't see it in the camera though, but our top is up here. See how full it gets you? It'd be easy to turn it around and twist it upside down and all around. So it's kind of nice to know your top, you know, where your top is at. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do, let's see here. I'm just deciding if I want to, you know, I think I'm going to add one more of the tan pieces right there, just to make it a little fuller. And I'm going to just cut this off here. And then we're going to go, oops. 15 inches again right here. There we go. Okay. I'm just doing the same thing. And just add this right in here. There we go. Okay, now our base is nice and full and we can start adding some ribbon in there now. Okay, so next we're gonna put our ribbon in. This is so pretty. And I'm going to put my ribbons in. We're going to try to do it at the same time. We're going to see how this looks. And I'm just putting it on my ribbon spool holder. Okay, so I'm going to put, like I do with my other ones, I'm going to put my favorite one on top, which is this pretty ribbon. Look at this, isn't that nice? It's so pretty. And I'm gonna just get this right here. And I'm gonna dovetail it right away before I put it into the wreath. Into my swag, I should say. I had to turn my fan on. Okay, so we have we're gonna 6 inches. And again, we're gonna start on the side. And we're just gonna add our ribbon tail right in here together. Okay, and then we can put our ribbon tails like this. We'll adjust them more when we get done. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just make a little, kind of like a roller coaster. It's probably around 10 inches, okay? Something like that. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to gather my ribbon. And we're going to add it right into the tinsel ties. Just a couple times. Then we're going to be able to have our ribbon spread out like this a little bit. Okay? Might be a little bit hard to see, but I will show you. I'll turn it in just a little bit. So then I think what I would like to do is we're going to come across like this, and we're going to make a roller. These are called roller coasters. We'll make a little roller coaster right here. Just push it and add it right into there. Okay, so again, we don't want to make it ginormous, but we want to have a little bit of room underneath them. Okay, then we're going to come across like this. And do the same thing. Just add it right here. Okay, and then I'm going to add one more on this side. All I'm doing is pinching and gathering just like this. Coming down here. We'll just sort of separate these a little bit. Just to showcase both of the ribbons. Okay, then we're gonna just trim this off. We don't want it to be, we don't want our tail. Can you see this over here? I don't know, I just want to make sure you can see this. Okay, so I just want to say we're going to trim it off about, let's give it a good tail. Probably about, this might be like around close to a 10-inch tail. And then we're going to dovetail it again right now. And we'll just let that be for at the moment, okay? Then let's do the other side. Isn't that pretty? Can you see that? Oh, that's so pretty. Okay. So I'm just going to do the same thing, gather my ribbons. And I'm going to dovetail them right away before I add them into the swag. You want some really good sharp scissors when you're dealing with ribbon. Isn't that pretty? Okay. So we're just going to add our ribbon right in the top, maybe like a 3-4 inch tail. Something like that. And we're going to add it right in here. See here, I just have to find where the other tail's at. Okay, just have to kind of find the tinsel ties. There we go. Okay, and then we're just gonna roller coaster right down this side as well. Okay, let's see, can you see this here? Okay, I'm just gonna pinch like this, and we're gonna just add it right in here. Oops, we don't want to come down a little bit. Okay, there we go. We'll go like this. Come down here like this. There we go. Okay. And then you're just gonna make another roller coaster right here. Let's just go right in here like this. Sometimes when I am designing a swag, I will do it on a, I will add it onto a easel. But for these purposes, and maybe I'll put it on my easel a little bit so you can see it better. This is such pretty ribbon. Okay. I think we'll add another one right here. It's kind of your preference, you know, as you are designing where you would like them to be. And we can always, you know, just make them like a tail if we don't like them later. Like a ribbon tail, we could just cut it off and stuff, but I think this is good to have it come down the side. Okay, now I'm just gonna twist this over, turn it, sorry. Okay, so then we're gonna come over here, and I think I need to undo this one for a second. Okay, so this one here we're gonna do a little differently. So I'm gonna come on this side. Let's see, so we went across over here, so I think we'll add one right here. And this can be down here. Okay, and then I'm going to dovetail it right away. There we go. Okay, so let's see here. I think with this one here, we came down here. I think we need to come down. Let's try coming down here one more time. Let's go here. We went, that's fine to go there, and then come into this one here. Like I said, it's kind of a preference what you want. And it's nice to be able to just untwist and readjust. Okay, so that comes down here. Then we can cross over here. Okay, this can be here. Let's see. Have this one. This. And we'll cross over here. Like in this one, we'll add this down here where we had it before. That'll be just fine. Kind of have a crisscross, which is totally okay. And we're just gonna let these tails hang down here. Move my easel over here so you guys can see. Okay, friends, so I have changed my mind. We're gonna add some picks here and some different fun elements. Okay. So now you're gonna get glitter everywhere. Just be prepared. It's that time of the year. I love all this sparkly. wire cutters. It's funny when you're crafting, all of a sudden you lose, things start missing. I'm going to move you back down here so you can see this. Okay, this one's pretty. So I'm just going to roll these tails up just to get them out of the way a little bit while we're doing our design, and we'll deal with those in a little bit. But anyway, as I was saying, this is pretty sparkly, and you can see that all over the all over my work area. Oh well, that's okay. So I'm going to cut these into 4 pieces. Some people will put them all in. Some designers like to put them in all at once, and sometimes I do, but most of the time I just cut them apart. Okay, so now we have these 3 pieces, and then we have these berries. Okay, so now I'm going to turn this back up again. Don't mean to make you dizzy. Okay, so we're gonna, let's see, we have the berries. I think we'll kind of add it like this into the top. So all I'm gonna do is just use my pine needles here just to turn that around. Just turn it around a couple times like that. Okay. And we're going to add a pretty bow in here too. Okay, so then we're going to come down just a little ways. And we'll add it right here. Let's see. Well, this one has room, so let's add it over here. Okay, so I'm just going to lay it in here. And I'm just going to use these that are already in here. Oops, I'm just going to push this in here a little ways and just twist. Okay, I have 2 of these picks. So now we have this. It's so pretty. So let's see, we'll come down on this side over here. Just find the there we go. I'll just twist it in here. Just a couple times we're twisting it in here. Now you can use glue if you want, but I'm just using just these pipe cleaners or there. So now we need to have a couple more here. So we're going to do the same thing. We'll cut this one apart too. And you don't want to use your scissors to cut these apart. You want to use wire cutters. It's important. It's to get a good pair. They're easy on your hands. These I've had for probably like 3 or 4 years, and I love them. So we have our 2 little attachments. And so they'll probably go, like we're going to put a bow up here, and then we're still going to put these in here. So I'm thinking that we want to put these pretty things. We're going to start making them flow down. Okay, so we'll just kind of make this our area that we're going to add these. Lower, because like I said, we're going to add those attachments. Now if we need to, we can add a little glue later on. Okay. Pushing them in there and go around a couple times, and then we have our curls coming down, and we'll do one down here. Let's see if we can figure this out. I think we're gonna go right here. I'm just gonna twist this right here just a couple times. There we go. Oops. We got the tail coming over here, and then we have a tail coming down on the bottom. Okay. Okay, so you guys can see that pretty good right there. Isn't that pretty? Okay, I have the berries. Well, we have the berries on the top. I guess we'll go over here on this side. Let's go right here. Maybe, let's see here. There we go. There we go. Just kind of how you want. It's hard to get the full effect of this yet, but I will show you in a little bit. Okay, so now we have our layers in here, our bow all together. Okay, so I'm just making our bow here. I'm just adding my last ribbon here now. We'll do the burlap ribbon again, bring it back together. We're going to do just a single loop here. Oops. Okay. And we're going to add our zip tie. Okay, I'm just lifting my fingers, putting them under there, holding on to this, and then I put this where the buckle's facing down. Oops. Have a lot of ribbons in here, so I'm just gonna slow down a little bit here. Okay, let's see, I'm just gonna tighten this up a little bit. Okay, then I'll pull it up a little bit, just a second here. Now I'm gonna hold on to this and pull it off the bow maker. Then you have this pretty stack, so you don't want to let go. Pull your buckle to the back. Now keep holding it, and then you're going to put your pipe cleaner back here so you have something to attach it to your project. Okay, tighten it up, but not super tight yet. We got to arrange our tails and loops here where we want it to be. This will just cover our zip tie. I made my tails nice and long, so I'm going to do something with those. Let's put these up here like this. Make sure your tails are good there. Okay, now that we like it, now we can tighten it up tighter. Okay, I'll flip this over, and I'm just gonna cut this off, the zip tie. Make sure we got that tight. There we go. I'm going to leave just a little bit on there. Oops. And then you can slide this how you want it. And then we're going to add this into our project. Okay. So I'm going to put the project down here. So it'll be easier for me to add it in here. Ooh, it gets kind of heavy as you add in your stuff as well. So we're going to add our bow up here. Then we'll add our little cute little attachments right here. These are so adorable. So I'm going to add that in to the back. I'm going to take my pipe cleaner and just twist it around the back. And then I'll be back. Okay, so I got my bow on. It's probably like one of the most challenging parts of our whole project. But we'll get it. We'll adjust our bow some more as we go along. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just trim my tails up. And the smaller ribbon I just cut at an angle. Okay, so now we have this one. We have these three. I'm going to kind of do roller coasters down like we did before. We're going to kind of keep them to the side over here so we can add our attachments in. Let's see, we're just going to find some little twist ties here and twist it in once or twice just so it stays. These, we're just going to roll this up just to keep it out of our way for a moment. Ooh, okay, there we go. Always want to see our pretty ribbon. And I don't want to cut this off quite yet. We'll just kind of leave this. Well, I guess we'll cut these. These are short enough. The red and white is longer, so we'll see. I might do something different with that yet. Okay, that'll be good right there. Like I said, if you have little frays coming off, just gently trim them off. Sometimes that is the way it is with burlap and Deco mesh and stuff. Okay. Then this side, I think will come down just a little bit. And we're just going to pinch here. And you always want to be using wired ribbon. That's really important. Our wreath attachments there. So let's see. I am going to trim this one just a little bit. We're going to dovetail it. And we'll do one more little tail here. One more roller coaster, I should say. Coming down. Well, let's see here. We want it to come down here. Sometimes we just have to find a different twist tie. I'll see at the end how it looks, because we don't want them to fall out. I guess I should say our florals, greenery, or whatever you want to call it, the sparkly things. Okay, so that looks good there. Okay, now we're going to work on our attachments. Okay, friends, so I changed the view so you guys could see this a little better. Remember, I just rolled this up a little bit. So I wanted just to show you so you could see the whole view. Now, we started off with a 24-inch swag, and then we added our ribbons and, I mean, all these pretty sparkly little, I don't know what these are called, but little attachments. I don't know. They're just so pretty. They're red and sparkly. So now we're going to add our adorable little attachments in there. Aren't they cute? And all I did, these are foam, I want to say, or they're squishy. Felt. They have, I don't know what they have in them, but they're felt. And so then I just took my, I poked like a little hole in here gently, just carefully. And then the pipe cleaner went through, and then I added just a tiny bit of glue, hot glue. And then I added these what I did is I twisted 2 pipe cleaners together, and then I'm gonna just add it into our swag like this. So we have 2 of them. And so I'm just gonna add them in like this. Okay, and so I made them long so that we could add them all the way around because we have a thick base going on. So I'm going to add those in, and then I'll show you what we're going to do next. Okay, you guys, I added in the cute little gingerbread man, the little gingerbread lady. So now, isn't that adorable? Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I will zoom in. I can't zoom in on my phone, but I will do a close-up shot in just a little bit. So now I thought we would add these little swirly picks just because they have the candy canes on here, and it just adds some more fun to our design. So I'm just gonna get this out of here if I can. Okay, and there's 3 picks on here. And again, I'm going to cut these apart so we can add them separately into. So you can just pull these right off like this. And this one here, let's see if we can get it. There we go. Okay. So now these are wired. Aren't these adorable? Look how cute those are. So now we're just going to add them into our wreath. Okay, so I added one right here, and I'm showing you this, but I am going to hot glue them in. Just going to run just a little bit of hot glue when I decide where I want them to be. Just a little bit of hot glue right on here, and then you can just add them right into the mesh, okay? Doesn't that look adorable? So I just added one here, here, and here. Just, we don't want it to stick out very far. We want to try to keep our teardrops shape as we go here. I curled these up just a little bit. You can separate the ribbons a little bit more. What do you guys think? I think it turned out really good. If you want, you can add more little attachments if you want. Anything that you want. You could, if you found some little gingerbread cookies maybe, you could add a couple of those if they were little, or, you know, they have all kinds of fun little embellishments at Hobby Lobby, Walmart, TJ Maxx, Joann's, all over. So have fun with it and good luck, and I'll take some still photos in a short video so you can see it close up. Look how adorable this turned out. It is so cute. Isn't that adorable? Oh my gosh. Okay, so what I wanted to show you guys next is that I kind of mentioned to you guys before, we can be done and we can stop just where we're at right now, which it looks absolutely adorable. But I also said, you know, if you have some extra picks and you want to make it fuller, you can. So I went downstairs and I found some more cute little picks. I believe I got these from Hobby Lobby. They don't have a tag, so I apologize, but I think that's where they came from. I found some more. I found some ornaments. These would be really cute in there as well. Here's some more little mini ornaments that are frosted, and there's some that are plain. I found this fun little pick. And then I found a green pick just like these are. These are so pretty. So we could add some of those in to kind of balance it out a little bit with some more green. I found this little swag, which is, you can pull these off and add these in. So these give it like a different texture. It's all about layers and texture that make these swags so beautiful. So then I found, also I found these little white frosted little picks as well. And there's 3 on here again. And we could add those in, which that would look really pretty. If you had some snowflakes, like these snowflakes, they're like little ornaments, and you could glue those in as well. Those are really pretty. So there's lots of different options what you can add. And I would say as we add them in more, I think we need to hot glue them. So these are fine. I am gonna hot glue my little peppermints here, because those are just on a wire. And any of the other picks that I just showed you, I'll be hot gluing them as well. So have fun, and let me know if you have any more questions. I hope you enjoyed this. This was a lot of fun. Okay, friends, so this is the end result. And I just went and found different picks and sprays that I wanted to add all around. So you can make a swag as simple as you want or as complex as you want. Just remember to do your base, then some ribbons, add some picks, your attachments if you want, or a sign, your bow, and just layer it and just keep adding as you like. So I will take some pictures on the door so you can see how big it is. We started off with a 24-inch swag. I think it turned out really pretty. So have fun. Look at all of these goodies. This is so stuffed full of all kinds of pretties for Christmas. Look how adorable that is.